Let's turn now to the effects of the ongoing drought in the South and Midwest. In Tennessee this morning, the water level of the Mississippi River is at an all-time low.
As of last night, the river in Memphis stood at negative 10.79 feet, breaking the previous record set in 1988. And levels are expected to continue to drop. Deb Calhoun is Senior Vice President for the Waterways Council and joins us now. Deb, good morning. So let's put this all in perspective here. Commerce on the Mississippi River, it accounts for 92% of the country's agricultural exports. That is a huge number. So what is being done to try and keep these waterways open for the time being?
Well, the Mississippi River and also the Ohio River, which is also experiencing low water, they are really the main arteries of commerce for the United States on the inland waterway system. And so we normally see low water at this time of year, but we are at historic low levels, as you've said. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is working diligently to try to dredge some of the hotspot areas. The U.S. Coast Guard is working very hard to maintain channels and to lay buoys so that when it is time to navigate after dredging occurs, that it is safe to do so for our mariners. And of course, the commercial operators, those barge and towing operators, are working with those two agencies as well to make sure that they are light loading barges. Normally at this time, we have about 40 barges moved together in a tow configuration to the export market, primarily agriculture products from the harvest. At this time of year, we're having to light load to about 20 or less barges, 25 or less barges right now. So commerce is moving, albeit slowly.
Deb, as we've talked about now since the start of the pandemic, we've had these ongoing nonstop supply chain issues. Then, in addition to that, right now we're dealing with this record inflation on top of all that. Talk to us about what kind of products it is that will be most impacted. What's mostly moving on these inland waterways and why the Mississippi River particularly is so crucial, in particular for our supply chains?
Well, we move what we call America's building block commodities. So as I mentioned, those agriculture products, about 60% of agriculture products moving to the export market are moving on the inland waterway system. We also have energy products that are moving to allow us to keep the lights on. We've got steel and aggregate materials moving for the construction industry. And so we also have large cargoes moving on the inland system, such as wind turbine blades. And so it is a very critical part of the transportation supply chain. And this disruption is something that we're managing now. I think what's really important to note is that the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers that manages and maintains the inland waterway system, it's really important that they have operations and maintenance funding to be able to react to low water situations or even high water situations. We've had low water and high water in the same shipping season. So it's not unexpected, but we are working very closely with those agencies to make sure that commerce is moving as best it can during this disruption.
Deb, we have less than 30 seconds here, but is there any relief in sight? How long do you expect these record low water levels could last?
Well, we are seeing some rain coming into the system. We're all ready to do our rain dance. I hope everyone will. We are at this point dependent upon Mother Nature, but we are hopeful and we're a resilient industry. You know, it's very much an intermodal society, but as I said, the inland waterways are part of the transportation supply chain and a very important part. So we are hopeful for rain.
We're hopeful too. Deb Calhoun, thanks so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we do. We'll be doing our rain dance for you. Thanks.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.